Hello and welcome to another video. This will be another Larry's Lounge Reaction podcast preview. So this is right before the 6th episode podcast. I've already listened to the first half. I'll listen to the other half when I hop on Red Dead Tyler there. But yeah, let's see what this video is about. Also, the views aren't doing too bad. I mean, here it's almost 10,000 views, and this video's only been up for 4 hours, so. But I will say this, his views are definitely doing better. Okay, guess I need to react to that too. I didn't even see that one. So, good to know. Anyways, let's get into this one. It's a Charmin Grub one though.
The Bear River Fighting
We'll
Championship
save that one
down
and we'll
May
react
4th.
with
Watch the most elite
whatever
strikers and
Jesse
mixed
has
martial
to
arts.
upload tomorrow.
Welcome to the lounge, all my fellow loungers, chillers, ballers, and grillers. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I'm a part of the channel. It's fine. There was a guest here.
Oh yeah, and I'm already aware that YouTuber 24 was
Technically, guest to your house.
We're getting ready to
In,
do our
last
stories
podcast.
now for
Lots of guests.
good thing I waited
podcast.
and watched
Just a little
this.
bit of a podcast showcase sort of video, so you guys get to see just a little bit of a taste of what the podcast is about.
Yeah, we have a special guest this week too.
Yeah, he's very specially
He's
here.
very special. Are you full
Ryan
special?
Spitz, aka
here,
YouTuber
yeah.
Is that
24.
a Giants hat?
Yeah.
Oh.
We're all good,
Story
guys.
Fire.
Story Fire, yep.
I love it, dude. Orange. I love orange and black. It's a great combo.
We
Crazy
have,
that you're
we have
here.
an audience today too. We have.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god, Karen's there!
Like the Phillies guys. Well, that's true.
We make Swift stay in the other room while we're doing this.
Yeah, because it's.
You guys can figure
Yeah,
that
you'll
out.
understand. Pretty cool.
So we're,
Also, could you turn the light down just a little bit?
Too much.
Good
A
enough.
little bit. He said a little bit.
Too intimate.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Oh, you should hold hands.
All right. So, do you guys have stories, or you guys need a story?
I'm playing stories. What do you want to know? I could come up with a story.
I have two, but they're not very good.
I think this would be a great story for you.
Oh, I like it. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. All right, cool.
So it was a swatting thing.
Because you guys got
You went on and on about the swatting
If you wanted
thing.
to
That's
do
what that
I would
was.
not. There's 3 pages there.
Yeah, no.
You might just want to talk about the very beginning.
Wait, there's a guy named Farquhar? Oh my god, I have a friend named Farquhar.
Lord Farquhar.
And there's a guy from Shrek named
That kind of fits you because.
I like
that. I like that. I like that. Yeah. And
Oh,
you got one?
yeah.
I have.
You want to tell people where they can actually find the podcast?
Yes.
Good information.
Podbean.com
That's it?
And?
and Spotify, iTunes, and Google Play.
There you go.
All of those?
All of those.
Whatever podcast can be listened to.
The episode 5 of this podcast is not available on Spotify. I don't know why I can't get that to work. I clicked on it. It shows that it's there, but when I clicked on it, it just went to the first episode. And when I just skip it one by one by one, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. So I'm going to have to listen to the episode 5 on my computer. So you might hear that in the background of one of my streams soon. Maybe later on when I'm on Red Dead Tyler, so I'm probably going to stream that. So yeah, with that being said, let's continue this video.
And if you can't find it on Spotify, it's because they didn't put it up for some reason, so then just go to one of the other ones.
Yeah, forget Spotify.
Also, it's Tyler streaming, so
Go to you can guarantee it's going to be on
Honestly, this
Podbean.
is something off my
Which I
list.
find
We should be glad.
All right, so you guys all set? Let's go.
I guess I have two stories. Does it matter?
against the
My quick question for you, Larry, is who's your sponsor this week? Could I have my own?
Our sponsor this week is not. We're not on the podcast, so you're going to be mentioning.
Yeah, that's true.
Why would we mention it for YouTube?
No, we wasn't listening now because why
Sponsored
not?
by the Lacey Township Fire Department.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Where's the pen?
There's pencils up there and pens up there.
There's a rubber pencil up there.
If the mic was a handheld, I would drop it right now.
If you're wondering what's up with, I'll flip this
Sharp
here
drop
and
There
there.
a pen? Just want a pen.
Jesse and his family are a little behind on
Yeah, I
this.
haven't used a pencil in years.
Hello.
For size and
They were kind of thrown at you angrily. Did you notice that?
They were very angrily thrown. That's my
I'm going to get you behind
And that's news up.
Alright, I remember having the
And that's news to us, guys.
I don't know which one. That's a
Yeah,
story.
go
Should I
on
do the
back.
writers
This is
versus
the
agents,
title
the
for.
brutal truth behind Hollywood fight?
Yeah, let's see what you got.
Or should the James Bond could be replaced by Idris Elba?
Oh, is that still happening?
He was just he was very much promoted by some girl who played Agent M. And they're right now they're together in Cats, the production of Cats.
Oh, interesting.
So she was like, "Oh, he'd be a great James Bond.
Right.
He'd be the first African American."
I think he will be.
I think he'd be good too. If you ask me.
I love him.
So which one was it better?
6 6 what I said earlier.
You don't care.
I don't know.
6 1, half dozen the other.
What are you gonna say?
He's the man.
He's the man. You watch
Between those two?
Yeah, so it's the writers versus the agents. So there's the Writers Guild of America in Hollywood are going against the agents in Hollywood because they have exclusive deals with certain shows and not. So basically,
Sounds like the two are pretty close. I think you could probably merge. I think you can merge it.
All right,
Because it sounds like the James Bond one's pretty straightforward.
it is. It's easy.
Oh, yeah.
Two stories. We'll see. I'm gonna
We're flexible like that.
We are. It's the only time I'm flexible.
So, which order do you want to go in?
I'm definitely not going first.
Well, I'll open it up, right? Then we'll go into the story fire thing.
Yeah.
And then after that, who wants to start the first story?
Come on, guys, I want to check something now. Since this is asking for the piece of fire says, what happened to his other party? Okay. I guess something happened. It's not in that party. The party limit is 3, so just join whenever you can. You're going to hear videos in the background. It's because I'm doing reaction videos right now. Oh my god.
So I don't think there's anything that might stand. I think we'll just organically see.
Yeah, I agree.
Somebody will be like, "Hey, what do you got?" Or like, "Here's what I got."
Even for the first one?
Yeah. I think it'll naturally. We'll find it.
So this one,
This is gonna be exciting.
jail, social
We're all gonna sit here staring at each other.
This one says kind of.
Hey, Swift, can you do me a favor? Because since you were the last one down, could you close the curtain?
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
we're not going to show you the beginning of the podcast, no matter what. So you have to watch. Or not watch.
like
Go on the Podbean version of the podcast and hear what we find.
Or Spotify, iTunes, or Google Play.
They
Right, that's what
reference
you're
the
here.
New Zealand mob.
Shooting.
You're here.
I just
He's
realized he
here.
was in
Yeah, exactly.
Produce.
So I don't.
You do a good job too, Tom.
This one
Thank you.
seems like it's
Does a
going
great
pretty
job.
heavy.
Yeah, great is a
Like,
better word
as
for
far
it.
as like discussing it, because it's always good that
And we'll be giving you a little bit of a taste of the podcast shortly.
Right. So we'll talk to our.
open firing on
Right.
innocent civilians, you can then upload that,
Right,
and
so
nobody
they
would
have-
then
exactly.
be able to do whatever.
I heard that
Like
part
kind of
already.
live streaming if you're on the street, like police brutality, and then all of a sudden it was like, well, you're legally not allowed to live stream this, but like, hey, the people need to know this information.
Yeah, exactly right.
It's kind of like Brian and I were talking about the blue pill versus the red pill. It's like either, yeah, you live in the bubble and everything's cool, like from the Matrix, or like you took the red pill and like, the truth is, a lot of people got gunned down in a mosque in New Zealand. Do we want to hide that from the public, or do we want them to see it?
So what Jesse's talking about is, okay, so there was a mass shooting in New Zealand. And at the end of it, this guy, out of anything he could have said, he said, subscribe to PewDiePie. I was like, what the actual fuck when I heard about that? Oh my god.
The truth.
Right. Yeah.
And
It's probably easier for the government to just be like, all right, Facebook, Snap, but instead of like going after the individuals, it's like they can just kind of throw you softballs.
Because what will end up happening is that'll get the CEO
Listen to
to
their
try to say,
podcast.
okay,
They
look,
have a lot
we
of
can't be held
good points,
liable
a
for
lot of
this.
things they talk about.
Let's figure a way where this is not going to happen anymore. We're ending live streaming. We're ending this. All it's doing is stifling the public for having their own word. You know, we had the freedom of speech, but yet you're stifling it. I understand that you shouldn't be out there live streaming any kind of murders or anything like that going on. But the only option would be to take away live streaming. How else would you police it? There's no other way.
Not always after the fact, right? I mean, you can't.
Right, it's not you can do, right? Who just said that some guy policing or I'm live streaming me at Disney World? Say something horrible happens there and there's a shooting, and it's all like
You're probably not going to stop the live stream. If there's a shooting at Disney, you'd probably be like, I need to capture this.
And I don't know.
This might be my last moment in time.
Oh my god,
Grab that, but I'm
But I'd be the
just
same
saying,
way.
like, it's somebody else. Maybe not me.
Right.
I'm
When I
not sure I'm
was
that
single
same
and didn't have a kid, maybe I'd be
The
doing
little
that.
ones
So I would be
are
Disney World. But
yeah.
either way,
Because like the world needs to see this. Oh my God, this is going on. Like everybody wanted to see 9/11. Everyone was glued to their television screen.
Yeah, right,
like,
right. I was seeing the planes go into the building while it was horribly devastating and tragic to see. It's burned in my memory and who I am as a person the rest of my life.
Should people be exposed to the truth or not?
Exactly. But yeah, are you asking me or you just that's what
I don't know.
Right? Yeah, it's a good question.
I don't know.
I'm not ready to answer that.
I have a question for everybody, honestly.
What's disturbing about it is that this law was conceived in 5 days. So, like a typical politician sees all the media and just feels like they have to act for the benefit of the people that they think is what the actual benefit is.
Right.
Unfortunately, what they don't consider is that with the law that they just passed, any like Joe Schmo working in the mailroom and Facebook could then be imprisoned for something that the company at a large is allowing to happen, which again isn't right. Like it's something that they didn't really fully consider. But what's more I'm not going to say funny about it, but kind of like in a dark humor kind of way. They want to pitch this to a 20 country forum as a model for holding social media companies to be accountable. This by no means a law conceived in 5 days is no way it should be recommended to any other country because they can't even get it right in the first time. I think any sort of I think it just seems impulsive.
Especially given the fact that almost all lawmakers have to be above a certain age. Like almost all politicians at the higher level are older.
Oh, that's
being recorded. I've already listened.
Naturally, like, social media is, it's like the violence in video gets the psychopath stuff. It's like the violence in video games. That's what's causing this. Or like it's the social media these kids are on that's doing all this damage.
The older you are, and like I said, I'm 40 years old, so I have that. It happens to me too. I'm like, well, do we need social media?
YouTube needs to fix this shit.
I don't know that person, but I'm saying that's what older people are thinking. Do we didn't have it before. We were just fine without it. Well, you were also just fine before you had TV and before you had newspapers. Like, you were okay without it. People were dying when they were 25 years old because there was no medicine, there was no technology out there. Like, technology opens the world, opens the people up to more of the world. You can't have one without the other. You can't. Right. It's impossible.
It's just more.
So if you want to take it, then you need to. Yeah, right. Exactly right. You can't have one without the other.
And it seems like ever since the beginning, like TV came out, bad things happened, and all of a sudden it's like TV's fault.
Yeah, what was it for you guys? Like rock and roll was like.
All in the Family comes out. They're a little controversial, so it's like, oh, this is the
Fonzie's destroying the youth.
Ride motorcycle.
Back in my day, we played croquet.
Croquet. And speaking of croquet, I have a great story here.
What is croquet?
Deputies made a second arrest in a case involving an attack with a croquet mallet. Now, this is the first time ever in my lifetime I've ever heard of this.
I mean, I've never heard of it.
Wait,
well, that was fun, wasn't it?
it was fun. I thought I had a good time.
What a blast! What a blast!
Did you have fun coming out here saying that?
I thought you were missing someone.
Yeah, wait. Where Jeff? Oh, Jeffrey got into the last pizza.
Cheesesteak pizza and no beard.
Yeah, wait, who is
Jeffrey? A weird boy.
Jeffrey's the younger brother. He looks like the
The
baby.
weird thing was, like, I only heard laughter like one time.
Yeah. Well, so's a social.
That was more of my joke though. So.
Yeah, I know.
There's one joke that got me to laugh.
Oh yeah,
And
much.
I forget what it was, but Joe
the
said it.
article.
And then,
It was either something really morbid or sexual or both.
What I said is.
You didn't hear that, Tally?
yeah.
Right. I think it was.
I think it was.
Yep, that was actually something you did it again. Yeah.
That was the common part?
No, it was before that. It was, the wooden ball.
Oh, football!
They did sexual.
Yeah, it's hardball. I think it was hardball. That's what I said.
Alright.
Yeah, so guys,
Back to the hard balls.
he was talking about balls. If you want to check that out, you want to go to podbean.com,
Go to Podbean.
Spotify, iTunes, Google Play.
But Podbean.com is where you want to go to.
Links are in the description.
Yes,
All of them.
because I think this was a good podcast, right?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Guys, we talked about Hollywood. Brian talked about some exclusive Hollywood stories he's never shared before.
And it's crazy.
I haven't gotten to that yet. I'm looking forward to that, Frank's fans.
Yeah, no,
Oh yeah, YouTuber 24 reaction coming to the show too.
Jesse talked about some swatting. Joe talked about some Hollywood stuff. I talked about wooden balls.
No, sounds
Jim talked about.
But there is one specific Science reaction that's going on.
Yeah.
Sure.
So we covered it all this time. Thanks to our fans back here who didn't laugh a long time.
joke. You made us laugh.
Now, who has two thumbs made that laugh? This guy.
Anyway, guys, check that out.
Nah.
Love you guys. Till next time, grab yourself something cold to drink. Put your feet up relax. We'll meet you at the lounge.
We wanted to do the podcast.
Yeah,
but we prefer
just
doing
seeing
that.
you guys do that makes me want to look at that Budweiser.
It still doesn't sound
It still
right.
doesn't hold up.
It sounds like almost. I'm not even gonna say it.
No, make Swift laugh. What does it sound like?
Yeah, what does it
I'm
sound
not
like?
gonna say that. I feel awkward now.
He's trying to change his mind.
Oh, the
I'm not hearing this.
Like, how do you know that? Like seriously.
What the hell, Jeffrey?
Not you.
That's how he laughs normally.
Is that how you know that?
Seriously. I gotta say this. JT, do an imitation of him talking, because I think you really nailed it the other day.
Wait, what? What?
What did I
What?
say?
I can't remember what you said, but you nailed him, and I was like, wow, that's
You did?
Swift's so flattered right now. Look at him.
I mean, really, I based it off of Michael.
He's like the king on it.
Oh, and Michael does his corn voice?
No, the Swift voice.
Oh, he uses the corn voice for Swift.
That's
It's the same voice.
I based it off of
awkward.
I'll tell you the corn voice.
Hey guys, like
Nothing.
it's kind of like that.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was doing.
Can you do it
It might be different now, but during the cycle series, that's kind of was. You talk a little bit, but not that much.
That's like he's.
I need a line. I need a line. Swift, give me a line.
What are you doing, Jesse?
Hey, Hollywood.
You missed it because you
You guys
talked.
missed it.
You guys missed it.
Oh!
That's what I'm saying. It's funny.
Yes. You hear this, Sally? Did you hear this laugh? This Swift laugh? Tally. Swift laugh. Anyways, that's this video. Stay tuned for the next one. I thought it was funny how the last minute of that video was just talking about the Swift laugh and everything, and Jeffrey imitating him. Oh my god.